Welcome Standard 8. Today I am going to discuss about the functions in MS Excel. Okay. So we must understand what is a function basically. Then after that we will check the characteristics and the features of a function, parts of the syntax of as well as example of a function, then the various types of functions, and then the difference between a function and a formula. Okay. So here we are. A function is a set of predefined information present in MS Excel that is used to solve both numeric as well as non-numeric values. When we talk about the numeric values, means the value that we enter in terms of numbers. Non-numeric means the cell address when we give, or the range of cells that we give in the form of address, that is column name and the row number, that is termed as a non-numeric values. Now the features, when we talk about the features of a function always begin with, remember whenever we start a function always begins with equal to sign. Now here what happens is, the moment we write equal to sign before a function, then it becomes a formula. Please remember, a function when it is preceded by equal to sign, then it becomes a formula. So here a function always begins with an equal to sign in order to perform calculations. Secondly, it uses parenthesis. A function will always use a parenthesis, that is open and close bracket, that marks the beginning as well as end of a function. And the parenthesis contains, or within the parenthesis, arguments are present. So parenthesis contains arguments. We will see, I'll give you the example and I will show you what are arguments. Okay. Then the next one is, the arguments may be range of cells, as I said earlier, non-numeric, or the values, that is the numbers. Then the last feature is, each argument in a function is separated by a comma symbol. So if you want to give a number of cells or values, if you want to separate them, it should always be separated by a comma symbol. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. I hope there's nothing here. Okay. Now here we go with the syntax and the parts, also known as parts as well as example. Now remember, when I take this one, this is called a function. A function always contains a function name and the argument. Okay, this is basically, it is a function, what we call structure, we call it the structure of a function. It is the structure of a function. The structure of a function is made up of function name and the argument. So as I said earlier, that arguments are always present within the parenthesis of a function. This is the name of a function. Like for example, name of the function is sum. And then these are the arguments. Okay, there is a range of arguments. This is, here in this case, there are 5 arguments separated by comma sign. Now here again there is a range, there are 2 values and they are separated by comma. This is how it can be written. Now when this function is preceded by equal to sign, then it becomes a formula. So how we are going to use these formulas? Let us say say sum. So there are different types of functions, there are different types of functions that are used as formulas in MS Excel. And so the first one is your sum in this case, that is the sum part. Let us understand with the help of an example. Here there is an example of an Excel sheet, that is a worksheet over here, where we have a column names A to E and row number from 1 to 4. So then what happens here in the first case, like suppose if I want to find out the sum. Now when I write here equal to, at this particular point, bring the cursor down here, write this thing what you call, the function name sum, equal to sum, that means the formula you're using, A1 to C1. A1 to C1 means 5 plus 6 plus 7. So these three are added together, and then what happens? 18 comes in this case. Then there is another type of function called average. As we know how to find the average. Average means, the formula for average, we know that it is the sum of the numbers divided, or the units divided by the number of units. So here again, when we want to find out the average, like in this case, like look at here, average I am writing over there equal to average A3 colon sign dot dot, that is colon sign, and to D3. That means we are trying to give the range. Okay, A3, that is, this is the A3, B3, C3 and D3. So what we do is we find the average. Average means the sum of these. The sum of these, we know that it is 20. 20 divided by 4 gives you 5. So this is the average that you get. 5 is the average. Then, just like that, we can move on to the previous page here. We can also write in this way. We can mention them this way. We can find out the sum. We can also find the average also in the same way. Okay, by giving any non-continuous range of cells. Okay, you can select any cell of your choice. The moment you write over there, it takes them together, accumulates them, and finds the sum or related function, like for example average. Then we move on to the next one. Okay, then we have the next one, that is, say, minimum. If you want to find out the maximum and the minimum, when you want to find out, let's say it starts with the maximum part over here, equal to max A2 comma B3 comma C1 comma 15. Remember, we have taken this value, these many values. What is A2? A2 is 8. A2 is 8. Then B3, B, and then you have 3. That means this one. Okay, A3, and then you have C1. C1 is your 7. We have taken, so 8, 3 and 7. We have then 15. So it will compare all the numbers and will display the maximum of the, that is between 8, 3, 7 and 15. So among these numbers, we all know that the 15 is the largest. Therefore, the answer that you are going to get over here is 15. Because we know that 15 is the largest. Then we have another one, that is minimum, min. It's a short form for maximum is max, short form for minimum is min. Okay? So in case of min, what happens? When we find min, A2 comma D2. So A2 to D2, it takes from A2, alright? So A2 to D2. That means including all this plus 2. That means this, that is 8, 9, 6, 7 and 2. So in other words, what happens, what value are we going to get? We know that 2 is the smallest of all, and so we get 2 over there. Then the last one is, another one is your count function. Of course, F we did not write over here, the count function. This count function is used to count only the numeric values that are present in a cell. Okay? So numeric values that are present in a cell. So the moment we write over here, count D1 to D3. That means from D1, this. So what happens is, the moment we count, it counts the numeric values that are present. Like for example, D1 does not contain any value. It will not consider. If I write over here something, say XYZ, it will not take because it is non-numeric. So it will take only the numeric values. So in this way, we have 7 and 5. That means there are 2 numeric values. Therefore, it's going to print 2 over here. It is going to display 2 over here. Okay? Then the last one that I did not give you was the product. So suppose if I want to find the product. Okay? Now if I write a product over here, say for example, I want the product over here in this case. In this particular case, I want the product to be displayed. Okay. So now what happens now when we want to have a product here, I will write this way equal to product, and then I am going to write on over here, that is A4 comma B4. So the moment I write over here B4, A4 and B4, that means 15 into 2, that is 30 will be displayed at this particular stage. Is that clear? So these are called the various functions. So what we have done so far is that we have done this one, that is what is a function. We have also done the features of the function. We have also discussed the parts and the syntax along with the example of a function. We have done the types of functions, and of course, as I told you, I gave you the definition of function, and also I told you about formula, how it is different from formula. That is, when we add an equal to sign before a function, then the function becomes a formula. Okay, so I put a pause here, and in case of any doubt, any query you would like to ask, feel free to ask. I am always available, okay, to answer your queries. And till then, be safe, be happy, stay at home, and God bless you all. Thank you.